Our journey through the wild places of Buckinghamshire begins with the national treasure that is British woodland. Beautiful and mysterious, the wood crackles with the sound of wildlife. Something stirs in the undergrowth at the edge of the wood. A slow worm. After hibernating for the winter, he emerges as the weather warms up in spring. He uses his tongue to make sense of his surroundings as he moves along the forest floor. Leaving the safety of his underground home, he must bask in the sun to warm his body temperature in order to hunt effectively. Suddenly, he retreats back to shelter. He knows he can't stay exposed too long. There are predators above. Red kites. These magnificent birds of prey are now abundant in Buckinghamshire, and they're not the only raptor looking for an easy meal. A kestrel, small but a very efficient hunter, overlooks a clearing on the edge of the woods. Hovering, he scans the grass for movement. He plummets onto an earthworm, clasping it with his razor-sharp talons. The worm wriggles and writhes, desperately looking for escape. However, the kestrel swallows it whole. He must eat fast, or be mobbed by other, larger birds. The canopy of our woodlands is home to a common yet interesting creature, the grey squirrel. Wonderfully agile and alert, the grey squirrel moves through the canopy with ease. Their large tails provide added balance, evolved so the squirrels can reach the nuts and tender shoots at the end of the thinnest branches. Our woodlands often run alongside another habitat that's bursting with life. Open meadows, home to many species of plants, insects, birds, and mammals. The lush vegetation provides food for a variety of wildlife. A roe deer hind grazes in the long grass. Her two fawns are nervous about following her. But eventually, the temptation of the lush grazing overcomes them. Spending all day in the woods, out of sight of their only predator, man, means that they can only enter open spaces in the evening, eating through the night. Free from the confines of the forest, the young deer make the most of the opportunity to stretch their young legs. The mischievous young fawns play, chasing after each other, helping each other to develop much-needed sprinting skills. Their experienced mother looks on anxiously, always alert to danger. As the sun goes down and night draws in, a host of shy nocturnal creatures begin to emerge. A fox. The smell of leftover farmyard feed lures him from his earth. A nighttime hunter, his usual prey consists of rabbits, pheasants, and other small mammals. But meals like this are hard to come by, and far too easy to pass up. Foxes, like their larger cousins, wolves, have an internal hierarchy. This injured fox has to wait his turn, as the more dominant male hasn't had his fill yet. Only once he is finished may the others feed. It could be a long night. Dawn. Daylight reveals a shrouding mist hanging over the River Thames. Geese glide together along the calm surface of the river. Mallards preen their intricate feathers on its marshy banks. Accompanied by a resting oyster-catcher, the water ripples. Minnows. Feeding on tiny invertebrates, minnows are at the heart of our river's ecosystems. They're not only prey for pike and perch, but also for a variety of water birds. This hungry great-crested grebe chick waits for a meal as its mother scours the surface looking for life below. She dives. Success! However, it'll take a lot more than one minnow to satisfy her chick's hunger today. The sun breaks over the trees and rises to glisten on the tranquil waters of a nearby lake, alive with the squawks of lapwings, gulls, and cormorants. Alien species like this terrapin, probably an old pet, lurk in the depths. Pond skaters and water boatmen unwittingly dice with death as they float perilously close to a green frog. Lucky for them, he isn't hungry. In the summer, the reeds and rushes hum with the sound of emperor dragonflies. This pair will mate, clasped together, before laying their eggs onto the water's surface. With so many dragonflies around, a great grey heron looks to take advantage. Stalking the margins, he spots a dragonfly perched nearby. Silently, he takes aim. A tasty snack. Although herons are usually associated with catching fish, this old veteran shows that dragonflies are also on the menu. Impressively, even catching the agile emperors as they fly past. As the lake glows in the sunset, a coot rises from the depths with its supper of water weeds, the final acts in a hectic day. Wildlife is beautiful, and all around us. All you have to do is step outside.